So I'm just waiting for Facebook to tell me whether or not I'm live. I think I am. I think I'm live now. Hello, everyone. Happy New Year's Eve. And wow, what a year we've had. Uh, I'm not quite sure what to say about 2020. I'm sure that most of us are feeling a bit the same way at the moment. I'm just waiting to see anyone come on. I don't know if I'm in here a bit early or if it's working properly. Oh, yes, I can see the little eyes lit up with people. Hi, Susan. Hi, everyone. My goodness, what to say? So, when Susie asked if I would do the New Year's Eve uh, Facebook Live for Change Your World Every Day, I was a bit like, oh, maybe we'll pre record something as I'm not really sure what I'm going to be doing on New Year's Eve. And then lo and behold, we go into a tier four. Well, we're in tier four in London where I am locked down. So obviously, I'm not out and about on New Year's Eve. I could have been at Sainsbury's with my husband having a wonderful time grocery shopping because it seems to be the most social event that we get to do at the moment. So, but I wanted to talk a little bit about perhaps how we can help to rebalance ourselves after 2020 and how we might be able to look to 2021 with a fresh outlook. And I find that intention setting is a really powerful way to do this. Before we get started, as is always the case, I chose a poem at random to read for you guys, and I've put my little feather bookmark in it. And it's really hilarious actually because I wrote this poem probably a few years ago, but as we just came through a really powerful solstice on the 21st of December, we actually entered fully into the age of Aquarius. So we're at a huge threshold moment. We've just come through a huge threshold or a huge gateway for humanity. And for those of you who understand a little bit about spirituality or astrology, people have been banging on about this age of Aquarius for a very long time now, and there are many different schools of thought around it. But basically, the way I see it is that as a collective, as humanity, we're becoming more and more of who we really are. We're sort of letting go of the old constructs or the old belief or need to believe that we are something that someone else wants us to be, and we're becoming more truly ourselves. And if you see in the little comment section, or where the title for this video is, you'll see that I've put some questions up there, and this is an invitation for you to sit with those questions and do some private journaling around those questions. So what matters to you? What are the things in your life that matter to you the most? What brings you the most peace? What brings you the most joy? As we head into 2021, it's a really good idea to be meditating on these kinds of things, because I find one of the most powerful questions you can ask yourself is, who am I? Who am I? What am I here for? What am I doing? And that helps you to start to expand your consciousness and to actually get curious about what it is that is going to light you up. If something in your life isn't working, then it might be about having to adapt yourself to what does work. And obviously, all year we've as a collective been asked to adapt, to have to change, to let go of the permanent, to let go of the material, to let go of those carefully constructed things either that we've put in place for ourselves or that the government or society or community have put in place around us. And we've been asked to really, really go with the flow and become a lot more flexible in our daily lives. And this is what living in flow is all about, is knowing that if your plans go awry, it doesn't have to be the end of the world. And I mean, the end of the world as we know it, but it's the beginning of a whole new world. So the poem that I chose, these don't have titles, but they come from my Poetry of Light book, which are just channeled poems. I put all my poems up for free on Instagram if anyone wants to read more of them. But this one is really telling. So it begins. I stand at the place of the rising sun and declare, I am risen, it has begun. I stand at the place of the setting sun and declare, I have risen, the time has come. Let all that will be now be done, one in all and all in one. The mists of Avalon have parted, the path ahead is clear. Move forward out of darkness, there is nothing left to fear. The light shall hold you dear. The new dawn now is here. Tear down the borders, make way for love. The rainbow tribes are coming, sent from heaven above. Lift up your voices, open up your hearts. All life on earth rejoices as the golden age now starts. And that is basically what we're in. We're in the new golden age. We're in it now. And my feeling of the energy around this is, rather than doom and gloom, I know that we've had a really heavy, hard, difficult year with COVID and the whole pandemic, and a lot of people have left the planet, and that, many of us, have also struggled in our personal lives. You might have found that 2020, even though it's like a double number and a gateway number, has been a little bit like this. There's been a lot of duality, a lot of paradoxes in 2020. And one of the things we worked on during my coaching week was finding the balance within ourselves. And we're really being asked to hold the balance within ourselves, to find a place of peace within, because we can't rely on anything outside of us to bring us what we need. We must create it from within. And that starts with our feelings, it starts with our intentions, it starts with our thoughts, it starts with deciding that, well, my life is going to be absolutely incredible. It's going to be better than I expected. And I may not know what that looks like. Okay. So we're staring into the face of the unknown, because humanity has never, excuse me, never ever been through an experience like this before. This is the first time in the history of our planet that we have ever been through such a huge shift. We are evolving at such a rapid rate. Our bodies are evolving. I don't know about you guys, but I have been experiencing for a number of years what we call ascension symptoms. And that can be anything from having bizarre heat coming up from your feet all the way through your body, or giving people electric shocks, or experiencing migraines or night sweats, things like that. We don't have to experience those things, but it's our bodies are actually adjusting to the new energies and the new vibrations. So I thought what I would do is, I'm a channel, so normally what I do is I open to channel. So I thought what I might do today is open to channel and just see if there's a particular message or piece of guidance that wants to come through. And I channel multidimensionally, so they're beings of light that usually come through. But my feeling is that we might have some angels come through today. I work a lot with the angelic energies, and we'll see who comes through. So the invitation with any channeling is just to close your eyes, go into your heart, and not just listen to the words, but to feel the energy that comes through. Because in the feeling of the energy, you might feel tingling in your fingertips, you might feel changes in temperature, and just to be oh, Susie, you've been having the hot flushes. Yeah, me too. Roaring heat coming up from my feet all the way up through my body, and I'm not. Yeah, I thought it was too, Mel. I was a bit worried about it, but I've had a lot of friends experiencing this too and thinking it's the menopause, but we're all experiencing it. A lot of women are experiencing it of varying different ages. The really deep, it looks like a raging fire from within, but we are literally shifting. Our cells are shifting, our bodies are shifting, our minds are shifting, and we're becoming more of who we are. We're shedding energy, old stuck programs. So thoughts, feelings, emotions that no longer serve you. It's rapid, and it's going to become more rapid over the coming years. I think we're speeding up. So it really is now about feeling into what you want. How do you want to feel? And I'm getting the strong word of celebration dropping in for this group, because not only are we on New Year's Eve and it's a traditional time to celebrate, but we're on the eve of the first year of the new paradigm. This is amazing. We're going, Age of Aquarius is here. What you're going to be finding is a lot more women stepping into leadership roles and power roles, and a rebalancing of the masculine and feminine energies on the planet. And where we've had a lot of this discontent, distortion, us and them, people going, like, do you wear the mask or not the mask? Are you pro-vaccine or anti-vaccine? Black Lives Matter, all lives matter, all this kind of disconnection going on. We're being asked to come into our center and really find, well, what do I want? How do I feel? What's my place? And also to be more loving and forgiving of each other and ourselves. Some of the technologies that are coming in, the angels have been talking to me a while now about the vaccine thing and about they actually told me that a new strain of COVID was going to come in and the vaccine was not actually going to work or not work in the way that they thought it would be. But the thing is, what we're learning is that we're learning new technologies, new methods of healing, and complementary healing is now opening up much more. Where medicine might not have all the answers, we're going to have to start bridging the worlds. And they've shown me some incredible technology. Light, vibration, and sound is going to come into our technology. They already have surgical equipment that uses ultrasound. I had a friend that actually had a breast cancer operation where they lasered out the tumor the other day. So these new technologies are coming in, and this is something the angel Gabriel told me about a month ago, showed me all this equipment coming in very rapidly. And apparently we already have this technology on the planet now, but they've kind of kept it hidden. And now the powers that be are going to have no choice but to start bringing this technology out. Otherwise, the whole world, they're going to want to keep the economy going. So let's see what happens. I mean, I might be wrong, but it's 11:11 as I say this, so I'm going to get down to some channeling, and it feels like the right time to start it. And I actually said to Susie, let's start at 11:11 and do some channeling. So I feel energy of excitement, celebration, and I want you to just close your eyes, breathe into your hearts, and start to imagine or sense or be aware of a really beautiful, effervescent, golden light coming down over you, showering down over you. And if you want to think of the texture or the quality of like sparkling wine or champagne, the energy of celebration, like a bubbling, frothing, fizzing energy coming into all your cells. And I want you to imagine that your vibration is really raising up and all of your cells are tingling and bubbling and fizzing with excitement. If you could imagine all your individual cells like little beings in their own mind, in their own way, as being giggling, as they're all giggling and frothing and getting excited and fizzing, and your vibration is raising up. So you might be aware also of energy within, of a beautiful white light coming through your heart now, and your soul's light beginning to shine from within. And stepping forward through your heart is your own angelic presence. So I want you to be aware of yourself now as an angelic presence, of the pure soul within you, the pure white light of your heart light, your soul's light, your divinity. And of course, through that white light, if we were to fractal that white light, it would contain all of the colors of the rainbow. So I want you to feel a celebration of yourself as the most pure, beautiful, effervescent, joyful aspect of creation that you are. I want you to celebrate yourself now. Be aware of your unique gifts, your unique self, what makes you completely, uniquely you, and really feel the uniqueness of you. And that includes, all of the unique ways that you process your emotions, your feelings. And I don't want you to judge any aspect of yourself. I just want you to let yourself be. And whether or not you've been feeling angry or sad or overjoyed or happy, or whether or not you feel you haven't achieved yet what you've wanted to achieve, I want you to just let yourself be as you are, who you are, how you are. Let go of all the judgment and just hand it over now to the angels and allow yourself to come into a space of acknowledging your innate divine perfection. And this is unconditional love energy. Just let yourself become totally accepting of where you're at. And what this does is it allows all that heaviness to just drift off you now, just hand over. And I want you to expand that energy out into your world, because you are the center of your own world and you are a powerful co-creator of your own world. So however you're experiencing the external world with all of these lockdowns and things that are going on, I want you to just let go of the need to know any outcomes, of any worries about how things are going to pan out in the future, and come into a state of total neutrality, unconditional love, and almost like you're creating a vacuum, but it's a vacuum of love. opening a huge portal or doorway in your energy field now for new possibilities to come in. And as you sit in this vibration of your own perfection, your own divinity, allow yourself to rest in the belief that anything is possible, that miracles are possible, and that nothing can pass you by if it is meant for you. Whatever is meant for you can never be taken from you, can never be handed to someone else. You can't miss out on it. And so, knowing that whatever is meant for you and all of the gifts and the opportunities and the glory that you deserve is absolutely coming to you, I want you to sit in the energy of trust. Trust and faith are so powerful. And as we sit in this energy of trust and faith, and we embrace our angelic, divine, perfect selves, I'm going to invite forward a higher consciousness angelic being to deliver a message for us. And I'm very aware now of the golden vibration of the Archangel Metatron coming in for this group. Metatron is the angel that sits at the top of the Kabbalistic tree of life, and he is the crown of wisdom. So it really is about connecting to our own divinity, our own wisdom. And he's sort of talking to me about transforming our feelings into thought. And so through the mind of the divine, we may be given new ideas as we go into 2021, new creative ideas about what we want to create for ourselves going forward. So think, first of all, I want you to imagine how you want to feel. And feel excited, feel celebration, feel joy. There's new, fresh energy here, and we can work with it. Think about the last time you felt real excitement for change. And I want you to open to trust that these ideas and opportunities are just going to land in your lap. And you might know what they are. If you know what they are, hand them over to Metatron now and ask, right? I want this to happen. I want that to happen. Thank you for bringing me that which is for my highest good. But Metatron is saying, and I'm just going to tune in a little bit deeper here. Rest in your hearts, beloveds. Rest in your soul. Come to rest deep within. Let go your control. Let go your tight control. We are stepping in, for we have come to effect great change upon this planet, upon this plane, this dimension. The angels are in control. Your angelic self is holding the rudder and steering your course. So trust that you can never go off course. What you are learning as humans is that you are also divine. And all that has stood in the way or in between of your divinity and your humanness is being dissolved so that the two can become one. You are becoming embodied divine. This is a shift into immortality in many ways for each of you, for you are becoming aware that the soul is eternal and undying. Those of you on an awakened path are already very aware of this, for you can already communicate with those who live beyond the veil, for live they do. And any souls leaving this physical plane through the gateway of death go on living on the other side, living and thriving as souls, for the soul is ever expanding and billowing and opening and glowing. And the path of the soul is an ever unfolding rose. And you within these physical bodies who have chosen to remain are in an incredible place. For you are evolving into multi-dimensional consciousness, multi-dimensional conscious beings within human experience. Humanity has indeed glimpsed this at high points during other civilizations, but never before in the linear time frame, in quite the way you are about to experience it now. And many of you have already stepped onto this higher vibration path and are living this experience of ascension in your daily lives. And some of you are moving in and out of it, and some of you are yet to step across the threshold. But you might be curious, and you might be excited, or you may be fearful, and that too is a gift, for that is an ability and an opportunity for you to embrace more and more of the parts of yourselves that you haven't yet explored. For the treasure and the gift lies within each and every experience, thought, emotion. So accept it all, embrace it all, love it all. It is all part of the human experience, and it is all leading you home to your soul. You may find deep sadness releasing in the coming days or weeks. Allow yourself to release. Release what you haven't been able to control. Release what you haven't been able to change. Release what you haven't been able to call to you. For that which is not for you will leave your life. That which is not for your highest good, that which your soul does not align to or your vibration does not align to, will leave your life. And sometimes this might be rapid and feel harsh, but with every letting go, a new door opens. And that is the way, beloveds, the way of the soul. And as you realize that which you have let go of wasn't serving you, and you come into grace with it, you will then consciously recognize that which does serve you, and that is what you will then ask for. If you have been trying to manifest something and it hasn't been coming to you, ask yourself why that may be and what your motives are for wanting to manifest this particular thing. Humans have been conditioned over centuries to create band-aid solutions, to think this thing or that thing external from themselves will bring them happiness. But your happiness has always been within. Your joy has always been yours, and no one can ever take it from you. When no one is looking, who are you? When no one is judging, when no one has any expectations of you, what is your resting state? Where do you feel glee? Where do you find your joy? When you have time and space to breathe and be yourself, who are you? And what things do you most like to do in those moments? How can you most beautifully express the unique signature of your soul within the stillness? The invitation is to keep coming home to this you, to the you that you are at your most calm, your most peaceful, your most joyful, your most free. No one can take that from you. It is who you are. Keep coming back to that. Keep remembering that. And ask yourself how you can bring more of that you out into the world. If you didn't fear what others thought of you, if you didn't have to play by the rules or live up to anyone else's expectations other than your own, how would you be? How would you choose to be? And you can do this gently. It doesn't have to be a forceful approach. I am Metatron, and I have come to gift you my crown of wisdom and my cloak of gold. Feel this cloak being wrapped around you, infusing you with the energy of celebration, excitement, fulfillment, upliftment. Wrap yourself in gold, beloveds, and walk on the earth as though every footstep you take is paved with gold, as though everything you touch is turned to gold, as though you are dripping with gold and precious gems. Hold yourself in the highest value. See your worth, for you are the treasure that you seek. You are the gold that you hanker for. And when you hold yourself as the most treasured gift, the whole world begins to hold you in the same way. And all of the gifts that you require to live your purpose in celebration of your divinity become attracted to you, as though you become a magnet to all that you desire. And I will speak on desire. Let go your shame or your guilt for wanting, for desiring, for seeking. Desire is a great gift. And here, in the physical plane, you can experience pleasure to such a high degree through your physical vessel that your experience of desire is designed to bring you closer to your divinity, to bring you closer to God, to bring you closer to your highest vibration. So let yourself say yes to your desires and yes to pleasure. Let go the guilt, let go the shame. You will be more balanced in your desires and find that addictions are more easily let go of when you let go of the guilt behind them and the emotions that hold them there. And then an energy of balance and moderation comes in, and your desires will not overwhelm you, and you will not have to feel like you need to resist them or push them away. You can just sit within them and allow and trust that what you desire, if for your highest good, is coming to you. And then it becomes a beautiful flow of energy. And anything not aligned, you can just let wash away gently, and then it becomes less of a harsh pulling away or pushing away. We angels are orchestrating this great turning point. We angels are steering the ship. Know this, the earth is on its right and direct course. All is well. Open up your hearts and let your souls sigh in relief. Corona is a halo. It has come as a light in people's minds and in their hearts to remind them of who they truly are, of their connection to the earth and each other. You humans have a saying that absence makes the heart grow fonder. You are falling in love with each other again, and with your planet, and with your magical world. But most importantly, you are coming home and falling in love with yourselves. I am mighty Metatron. and I have spoken. Embrace yourselves and each other with love. The new dawn is here. The golden age has begun. It is done. It is done. It is done. And just breathe into your hearts. And imagine now that coming out of the back of your shoulder blades, you have your own pair of huge golden angel wings. And I just want you to feel them like wings of light spreading right out. And I want you to imagine you can stretch them out as far as they will go. Sweep those wings across the planet, sprinkling gold all over our world. See the treasure of the earth. And see sparkles of this light going into the hearts of all people, all animals, all beings, all plants. See everything being blessed in this gold. And as you hold this blessing for yourself, what you're doing is you're also blessing every other man, woman, child, person, animal, creature, being on this earth, and giving them permission to celebrate themselves as well and to hold that flame within. Then wrap your wings of light right around yourself, feeling them like a cocoon coming into your energy field, sealing your space. And just feel that crown melting over you and through you, illuminating all the neural pathways of your brain, allowing the mind to become more full of positivity, to almost recalibrate the mind, to let go of limiting thoughts and open to those beautiful ideas that we were told would drop in for us. And feel this light coming down into your heart, pooling in the heart, feeling the heart like a warm honey light, really warming you from within. Feel it coming down into the belly, allowing you to feel safe and secure. And they're giving me the word comfort, inviting more comfort into your life. One of the gifts of 2020 has been that we can sit around in our pajamas and feel more comfortable and not have to gad about in high heels anymore. So that is one of the blessings, is our comfort. And as you breathe into your heart, just very gently, when you allow your eyes to open, I want you to set the intention that you're bringing all of this light and all of this energy into your daily waking life. And I'm going to pull us a card. I actually got the first physical prototype packs of my Archangel Fire Oracle through the other day. This is so exciting. So they've even got the magical sigils on the side. So the real gift for today is, in time for this, I actually have physical cards that I can shuffle and do us a little quick reading. And knock the cards. So there's a beautiful sigil on the back which I channeled, and this middle sigil means Archangel Fire, and each sigil around the outside is the individual sigil for each angel. At the bottom of each card they have it's like a little lightning bolt. I'm just going to see who wants to come through for us. And of course, you can't make it up, can you? It's mighty Metatron. And here he is with the Metatron's cube and all the sacred geometry and the DNA. I don't know if you can see it, but he's got the DNA spiral over his heart, reminding us of the divine perfection within everything. And these patterns in nature are mathematics. It's the golden mean ratio that exists within all of us and within all nature. And he's wearing his golden robes, reminding you that you are a wise and divine being. I'm just going to read, I won't read the whole thing, but there is a message with it. I've just opened the book at the page for Metatron as well. I love it. You can't make it up. So the message is, you are crowned with the light of source because you are the divine incarnate. Walk upon the earth as an angel, and life shall conspire to lift you up. Wisdom is available to those who truly follow the integrity of their heart. And I also have a become the angel bit in each one. So you share the wisdom of Metatron when you realize we are all connected through the oneness of the Creator. All things, all beings have consciousness, even the rocks and the trees. So live your life from the perspective that all existence is a part of you and is sacred. When you understand the principle of the microcosm in the macrocosm, you will also come to understand that you are not just a bystander in your experience here on earth. You are a powerful angelic creator God, capable of mastering many great feats. This is why you have come to this planet at this time. You are one of the souls who have chosen to be here, assisting in humanity's awakening and rebirth from fear to love. Walk softly upon the earth, knowing that she too is an extension of you. You may wish to study sacred geometry, the secrets of alchemy, or hermetic principles to further awaken the wise one within. So there's our beautiful message from Metatron. So, just to say as well, thank you all for sharing this morning with me. I've really thoroughly enjoyed it, and when I open to channel, I get the blessing of it as well. And so we've all also received a healing today. So when you channel, when someone's channeling, or when you channel, it's the vibration of the energy that comes through. So know that you've received healing. Anything you've surrendered over to the angels has been heard. And just see your lives as blessed. And I'm wishing you all an amazing New Year's Eve. Have a great celebration tonight. Really celebrate yourselves and each other. And I'm sending you so much love. And I'm also going to ask that any of those ascension symptoms that we've been experiencing, please just settle down. It's kind of been keeping me warm in winter though, but a bit too warm. But on that note, I'm sending you so much love, and happy 2021 and happy age of Aquarius. We're in it. Let's do this. Mwah. Thank you, guys.